Well, this has been a Let's Play that I've kind of been avoiding because of. Okay, now music. Yeah, we read this before. Okay, you don't need to be so loud. Well, this is a game that I've been trying to like hold off playing because of things that I've heard about it being quite a frightening game, psychologically speaking. But here it is. Let's play Doki Doki Literature Club for the first time. As always, I'm your host, Gamersubs, or Wilson. Your choice. Oh boy. I'm assuming everyone who's watching this can read. I will give you enough time, and if you're that slow, you can stop and read it yourself. I trust that you have eyeballs. Oh boy. Never mind, I'll just read it. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl's oh boy. I don't know how to pronounce it. Sayori, my neighbor and a good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today. But it just kind of works out because you two have known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Ha ha, oh boy. I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. E. Oh, I guess that's A. I don't know. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean. Insert my name here. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. We're gonna turn down the music. Alright. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, insert generic name here. Have you decided on a club to join yet? Oh god, I gotta make choices. A club? I told you already, I'm not interested in joining any clubs. Hey, sounds like me in real life. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. A NEET? What's that supposed to mean? You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. School day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up the things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. Guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori. She must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if that's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know. Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is the vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it'd be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest, after the one who proposed the club, she inherited... I suck at speaking. She inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I'd bring in a new member. Busted. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Ooh. Depends on the cupcake. Like a good red velvet. I made chocolate cupcakes with lemon filling the one time. I would sell my soul for those any day. I dejectedly? What is that supposed to mean? I'm googling that. Dejectedly? What is dejectedly? Google. D-E-J-E-C-T-E-E-L-Y. Dejectedly. Definition. Oh, sad and depressed, dispirited. Gotcha. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Oh god. I was expecting it to say it's empty. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure to meeting you. God. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Did she just assume my gender? Way to kill the atmosphere. Insert generic name here. What a surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Keep it in your pants, bro. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. Himp. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly in my ear and then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monika, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again. Insert generic name here. Monika smiles sweetly. Aw, how cute. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same classes last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So, having her smile at me generally feels a little... You too, Monika. Come sit down. Insert generic name here. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monika. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well. I don't necessarily drink tea. I'm sorry. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monika and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. I better get a picture of these. Awesome. Their whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears. So cute. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. No, I don't know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, and then Monika. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. Oh, look at that blush. She's blushing now. I thought you technically did, so you already said. Well, maybe. Oh. She's definitely blushing now. But not for you, you dummy. Alright. Give him on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom. Shh. Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea always help you enjoy a good book? What's a book? Do people read books anymore? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I mean that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monika raises an eyebrow and then smiles to me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monika that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seems really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make this club fun and exciting for everyone. Monika, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? Well, what I did. I did something. Okay. I left clicked, and left click apparently is take away the text box and stare at the girls. Alright, back on track. You could probably be a board member for any of the other major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I mean, I get that. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm for full. Kids, this is why. Hold on. This is why, kids, you stay in school. I'm still in school, but I can't read. I just can't read today. This is why we need to go back. And people just don't know how to read. Alright, back to it. Alright, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Words, woman, use them. And I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. Must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah. We'll do our best. You know it. Why does Natsuki look like a little vampire with their pale canine teeth? Alright, back to it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have really hard justifying these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted in the idea of a new member joining. Though, I still don't know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, generic name here. What kinds of things do you like to read? Ah, crap. Well, considering how little I've read the past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. Yeah, buddy. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Oh, looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Hey, don't make fun of me. I'm gonna read what I want to read. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. Well, I get that. That's cute. I'm gonna turn down the music a little bit more. There we go. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination and completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Ah, I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. That's how every single one of my conversations goes. You might as well be having a conversation with a wall. Because I'm not good at it. Alright, back to it. Really, I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I can't really put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? Aw. What? What gives you that idea? Left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. Looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. And give that back. Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Aww. Sayori slides up, what? Up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. She's even cuter with the less than and greater than signs as her eyeballs. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Ah, not very confident writer, are you? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have a writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set the example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Oh, looks like Yuri's not comfortable either. I guess it's the same for you, Yuri. Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Question mark. Natsuki and Yuri quizzically look at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Even Steven Seagal's. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right? Generic name here. Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? I don't know how to write. Is that something I'm supposed to know? Now that we're back at the original topic of me joining a club, I bluntly came forth with what has been on my mind the entire time. I never said that I would join this club. Dang, Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All four girls still back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought. Generic name. You all. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That's it. That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with this beautiful girl. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I'd be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. And thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that we can eventually end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Generic name, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, generic name. Since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls, Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Well, we're gonna save the poem writing for the next episode. So, if you guys enjoyed it, please be sure to leave a like and a comment. I will see you guys in the next episode of Doki Doki Literature Glow. Oh god. I still can't speak. Doki Doki Literature Club. Have a great day, guys, and I'll see you in the next episode.